first and foremost, I got to show some hypocrisy. Let me bring this bigger so you can see. I don't have a screen for you, but now you can see this. Check this out. So this is a post from Carl Higbie. Keep in mind, these are the same experts, this is a quote from him, doing these studies are the same people telling you masks work, get the vaccine, and your kids can't go back to school. 1 egg a day lowers your type 2 diabetes. Controversial study says it promotes fatty acids that protect you from the disease. And also from the same Daily Mail, eating just 1 egg a day increases your risk of diabetes by 60%. Wait a minute. This is one's from January 2019, one's from November 2020. So they're literally the exact same subject, night and day.
Well, yeah, but it's about.
I mean,
have you checked commodities markets and seen what eggs are at?
Nailed it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We got to sell more eggs. Oh, we should sell less eggs.
Yeah.
Let's influence the media. Now, I posted this, and the comments are essentially that. They're like, look at. I mean, and they're right. I looked into it, and it's funny that that's what you said, because that is exactly it. They push this. They don't want to push that, so they tell everyone this is bad. Oh, actually, new study says this is good, and they sell what needs to be sold. Totally. It's all about the money.
The best thing you could possibly do is you should start accusing other coffee companies of misconduct. And
my gosh!
Make it really expensive.
No, because that would be stooping down to their level.
True.
And I'm not about that.
The coconut
My
water.
coffee company is delicious on its own right. I don't need to compare. Have you tried my coffee?
I was scared, but yeah, I did.
He was scared, but then he did, and then
my gut didn't hurt. I'll admit. I was scared it was gonna
hurt.
I thought it was gonna, but it didn't.
Does coffee normally make your gut hurt?
Yeah, I used to drink so much coffee.
Oh, okay.
That I have coffee trauma.
Oh, okay.
About even my gut. Yeah, but
I mean,
did
you have water before you?
I
did
constantly
you eat
have
food?
water and food now.
If you only drink coffee,
that's what happened. Yeah,
everything in moderation. I don't
and you
suggest
get stomach acids. There's a lot of things you have to worry about in terms of health in general. But yeah, the coconut water thing, you saw about that, right?
No,
Costco. Okay, so
they said it was bad or something.
There's a company that was making coconut water, and they were having price wars at Costco.
Okay.
And so one of the companies couldn't lower their price anymore, and so finally they were like, let's get some dirt on this other company. Right. And so what could you find out about a coconut water company? This is the same thing they did in Nutella, but I'll go into that afterwards, actually. Coconut water, what they found out was this company was giving bananas and fruit to monkeys to go pick coconuts. And they're like, this is monkey slavery. So,
oh, my gosh.
So the monkeys were...
But the monkeys wouldn't want to get paid. They would want food.
Yeah, well, I mean...
That's the only thing they really care about. So technically, they were getting paid pretty good.
I don't know if they were Marxist monkeys. All I know is
Who
that
knows?
they were definitely not getting paid, but they were getting food. And
money? Monkeys don't care about money. They want food.
What about education for the younger monkeys? What about... I mean, there's probably a health
there's a line we just don't cross.
Yeah, and it makes you also worry about if you got maybe you do have, this is Malaysia, maybe you do have unionizing Malaysian Marxists and all kinds of people that are advocating for humans, and they're like, we could just hire monkeys. You know what I mean? And as soon as they say that, they're like, so
just hire monkeys.
So everyone made a big stink about it, and Costco had to cut that company, and now they're like, we don't use monkeys anymore.
Oh my gosh!
And
wait, Costco was using the monkeys.
No, think about they had a company that was getting the coconut water cheaper because they have monkeys
for the Kirkland brand or
yeah,
whatever.
But the monkey slavery thing, it's now if you get the monkeys away from the job, this is what they know. This is what their families do.
Well, now they're starving monkeys.
They're starving.
Thanks
monkeys.
a lot, Costco.
So I mean, when I don't know, this is how I think.
Wait, we're talking about fake news. You know what?
Real.
That was fake news though, because it wasn't fake news. It was them actually reporting on some Costco BS.
Yeah, it was exaggeratory, but it's literally there were monkeys involved.
So it's real news.
Yeah.
But it's just terrible.
That's usually how news goes.
Goodness sakes. I mean, I don't know if you know about the Washington Post article that they did a hit piece on me.
What?
They are saying the viewers of my show, that's right, viewers of my show, I'm making extremists because I use my show to talk about
vegetarianism.
And my show only blew up because of voter fraud and anti-masking.
I would resent that.
And it's like, because I had all my viewers before the election.
Yeah, you've been blacklisted more and more since then.
Probably. I mean, I don't know if that's
not quite
official,
the word,
but they call it shadow banned or whatever. And it's like, I don't know. Maybe. I certainly do talk about the things they don't like to hear about. Yeah. And then they were talking about how they didn't. that I used all of my time to talk about how wearing mask is against like freedoms, and I'm like, I talk about it maybe once a month.
Right.
But like, I talk about science stuff and weird snails that get their heads cut off. It's a very cool segment we're gonna get into. But
so your crime is that every once in a while you talk about something other than snails. My crime is that I almost always talk about science and snails. And so like the mainstream are telling you to fit in and conform more. Flat earthers are telling me that I need to toe the line. I'm getting these like nut kind of
check yourself, man.
I get these things like this guy today from India. He's like, how dare you? You're in the Illuminati and you're hiding the truth from people. And I'm like, okay, obviously, but like,
no, you were telling me about this.
But which
please continue.
But which truth that I'm hiding are you referring to? And he's like, well, that Alex Jones bit. And I'm like, that they're Bill Hicks. I've been telling him to tell people he's Bill Hicks. Like, I think Alex should like do stand up. He could reclaim Bill Hicks' career. He's like, no, that's the cover. That Alexa Jones is a transgendered female to male. And you know it, and you're hiding it.
So there's some sort of a conspiracy,
apparently,
that's saying Alex Jones is originally Alexa Jones.
I don't know if it was originally Alexa, but yeah, there's a female to male.
That he's gone from female to male. But then he made that joke just recently on this, I don't remember what podcast he was on, that he was actually...
Snatchy Dressers one, yeah.
Yeah, something like that. And then he was like, actually, I cut everything off, and I now identify as a female. So is he going back?
God only hope so. I mean, but like that's the thing is like with Alex, you could.
Do you believe this?
I believe that he would talk about that if we talked to him about it.
No, that's not what I asked you.
Oh, do I think he's actually? Well, come on. Then that's gonna make a bunch of people sad because they want me to believe that everything is crazy is real.
Whatever. People out there are gonna get upset and sad no matter what you say.
The truth is so
I'm talking
abstract.
about what you believe right now. What do you believe?
Okay, so the other thing is I'm from a place where that doesn't matter. It's like if you're from California, like transgendered people from elementary school, like everybody, we're okay with it. Basically, it's bombarded into us. So it must be different for a guy in India. Like it probably really like he wants to stone him to death or something.
Okay.
So I don't have the same way of even being able to look at it. But like for me, it'd be like, okay, if this dude is taking steroids to be a woman, or if this woman is taking steroids to be a man, that's
you're avoiding the question.
Do you
believe Alex Jones was originally a woman? Go.
Thumbelina Hicks.
Is that a yes?
That's no, I don't.
No, you don't.
I want to.
Thank you.
I want
Thank
to
you.
believe.
All right. Next conversation.
I don't.
All right. Check this out. Washington Post. All right. I'm on to you, Washington Post. I know your BS. All right. Check this out. This is actually really damning. Excuse my language, but I had to say it because this is bad. Washington Post concedes it misquoted Trump's call with Georgia official.
Finally.
So, do you know about this?
I mean, I remember. Yeah.
Yeah, because it was no joke. This is the only thing the news cycle talked about for like 2 weeks straight. Trump said you find these votes and you make sure you find these illegal votes, and it's like he never said that. And then we found the phone call, and I listened to the full phone call, and it wasn't like that. Well, Washington Post was at the forefront of this, and they finally retracted their story. Man, fake news, man. I can't stand it.
I don't like their logo either. It's a WP in white. It looks really racist.
Democracy dies in darkness.
Yeah.
Dude, I want to swear right now. I want to swear at you, Washington Post. I want to say some words, but I'm not going to. All right, because we're a family-friendly show here. We try not to swear. Try, because sometimes it slips out. Whatever, it happens. Such is life. But man, Washington Post, you caused so much problems because of this story for a lot of people out there.
The whole Associated Press.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, there's obviously a concerted effort. I think
definitely
we all see that. But it's just sad to like how long they were able to prolong, again, like prolonging the magic. Like now, if you can wait a few months to tell somebody the truth, the damage is done.
That's what this is.
Yeah, and
so the damage is done.
We're gonna see this is gonna be really interesting when people start to say, okay, yeah, Trump won, but we didn't let it happen because it was wrong.
Well, they fortified the election. The New York Times article straight up said there was the shadow cabal that have now come out and admitted that they changed laws, they skirted the rules because they needed to fortify the election to make sure Donald Trump didn't win.
Yeah. Which just goes to show you how dangerous democracy is.
That's what a lot of us have been saying for months, but now you're admitting it, but it's not cheating, it's fortifying the election. Anyway, let me read this story. Check this out. So the controversial December phone call between then-President Donald Trump and a top Georgia official was initially misquoted by the Washington Post, then widely disseminated before the release of the call's audio last week prompted a major mea culpa. Audio of the approximately 6-minute call between Trump and Francis Watson, the chief investigator of the Georgia Secretary of State's office, was published by the Wall Street Journal on March 11th and shows Trump never told anyone on the call to find the fraud, as was reported at the time. In the recording of the December 23rd call, Trump told Watson she had the most important job in the country at the time and urged her investigators to review signatures going back several years, according to the recording, the Journal reported. When her audit was focused on Cobb County, he said she should look at Fulton County, the state's most populous county that includes most of Atlanta. If you can get to Fulton, you are going to find things that are going to be unbelievable, Trump said, the recording showed. Later on March 11th, the Post, above its report about the newly released audio, added a correction for its original story. The recording revealed that the Post misquoted Trump's comments on that call based on information provided by a source, by the way, that they had at the time. That article came out, and I mean, I'm on the internet. I was able to listen to the entire phone call, and I did. I was like, okay, there was nothing, none of this is true. And I reported on it at the time. I'm like, look, this is BS. Washington Post is fake news. And a lot of people, most people that follow me are like, yep, yes, they are. And then, of course, you know, leftist Twitter, they'll find you and be like, oh, this guy spouting fake news, claiming this stuff is fake, when lo and behold, they've come out and admitted it themselves that it's fake. Yeah, my show doesn't breed extremism. I'm actually very much against violence. I don't want people to be violent. I think once you go violent, you lose your message, and that's something that I talk about all the time. The people that watch my show know this. I don't want people to be extreme. I want to bring people together. That's what we need. We need to bring people together and not letting these elites up there divide and conquer, because that's what they're doing. They're trying to get us to be angry at each other, because then you get emotional and then you get complacent to their rules and their ruling. And that's what we need to avoid. So, yeah, I'm just going to say this. F you, WAPO. All right, that's all I'm going to say. I mean, I would love to fully bluntly say that, but I'm not going to for the young kids that watch my show.
First time I saw Washington Post's logo, I thought it was a white power hate like symbol.
Oh my god!
That's all I'm going to say about that.
Let me hold on. Let me pull up a Washington Post article.
I'm terrified by that symbol. It's like they use this weird Nazi font and everything. Like that whole thing is just the dark. I don't trust them.
I mean,
the WP. No, like on their like Twitter and everything else, it's just a WP.
Okay.
And it just looks real shady.
Yeah, WP for white power.
No, for Washington Post. Apparently.
I know, but maybe though.
Yeah,
I mean,
I don't know, man.
It's seriously the only people I see spouting white power stuff are these far leftists.
Well, it makes a lot of sense because they believe it. They are.
I know they do. That's my point.
They think
they really do believe it.
Well, they think that they are better than other people and they know more than other people and that they're supposed to help other people because they have this not just privilege, an obligation because they are the superior being. So
they certainly spout that all the time. Yeah. It's rather embarrassing if you're standing back and looking at it and you're like, yo, you guys realize you're being racist, right? Yeah. No, we're fighting racism with racism. It's like that doesn't work.
Fire with fire.
What? You're creating more races. You guys are crazy. These fake news, man.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of like the gender thing, creating more genders too. Instead of, it's like, why make it more complicated? Like, it's already hard enough being a kid in school. You know,
True.
It's like let people exist a little bit. And like, I think that's like the thing is just appreciating the like you said, there's like intersectional division we're creating. I think there's a feminist term that was very important in school, curiarchy. Curiarchy.
What is that?
Is the oppression through oppression of individual intersectional oppression. So what that means is in this situation there's two of us, right? So you're united in being two, but we're different because you have glasses, right?
Okay.
So like, and we keep breaking it down. You could have
Are you
100.
oppressing me because I have glasses and you don't?
It's like you can. Like,
Are you judging? Is that judgment I hear?
That's the idea. You keep breaking people down.
If I had pearls, I'd be clutching them right now.
Yeah, but if your pearls might be a different color than mine.
Oh.
So I wouldn't be clutching pearls with you. Hierarchy.
I have an instant headache right now. Like I have a headache.